In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the kill X hostile mobs goal. Now this comes in 4 different ways, 7, 10, 13, and 15. I'm going to try and show you the best case scenario for each one. Starting with these 6. It's kind of annoying that there's not 7 sort of normal ones to work with, but obviously the zombie can be found pretty much anywhere. Skeleton found pretty much anywhere. Zombie villager. I put this here because, of course, villagers are like pretty common. And so you can very easily hard toggle, and then force a zombie villager to get spawned by having a zombie infect a villager at nighttime. So that can be done pretty much anywhere. Spider, of course, spawn anywhere. Creeper spawn anywhere. And then drowned you can force to happen by just pushing a zombie into water, and then it should just like fall to the bottom. So that's the original 6. And of course, and I'll try and give you sort of ideas to switch them out because I've got more in my inventory here. So the stray, of course, spawns in snow biomes. So if you're in a snow biome, that's a good 7th. The husk spawns in deserts. The parched, which I don't have in my inventory for some reason, is the skeleton variant that spawns in deserts. So if you're in a desert, then you could switch out zombie villager or drowned. I'd probably say switch out zombie villager. Make this your 7. So yeah, make that your 7. I think that's probably the best case scenario, because then you obviously don't have to turn a villager into a zombie villager. So that's good for your original 7. From there, I have the bogged here, which spawns a third of the time in char chamber spawners, but it also spawns naturally at nighttime in swamps and mangrove swamps. So that's good knowledge to have, that they can spawn in naturally. Now I've got this whole other subsection of nether mobs here. Of course, this can all be just found everywhere. Hoglins, piglin brutes, magma cubes, wither skeletons, enderman, ghast. So like, say you're in a desert, like that can already get you up to like 15? No, like 13. So that'll probably do, like if you're in a desert, that could probably take you up to the 13 goal. But 15 is where it gets a little more tricky. I think a really good one to have in the back of your mind, of course, witches spawn all the time in witch huts. But can also spawn in caves, they can spawn anywhere. So that's good knowledge to have. Of course, you need to kill one of those if you see one. Guardians and Elder Guardian. Of course, Elder Guardian is sort of a secondary thought if you're really struggling for mobs. But the Guardian's a pretty easy one to just grab if you're in the ocean. Endermen were in the nether ones. These are all nether. Cave spiders, of course, in mine shafts. Like you might forget about those, but they are also their own mob. So that's another easier one to get if you're in that situation. I have shulker and silverfish here. I'll link my how to kill silverfish and draftout video below, and that gives you 2 extra ways that you might be able to do that. So again, if you're really struggling for mobs, you could make a infested potion, or if there's a sign on your pie, you could go to an igloo and kill a silverfish there. Of course, the stronghold too, because like if you've got an any percent goal on there, like maybe chorus fruit or just beat the dragon or end to the end, whatever. The shulker and silverfish, but I'd imagine at that point in the game you've probably finished that task. Pillager and breeze. Pillagers are in outposts, obviously. Outposts is a seed type, so you could get one of those to spawn. I probably should have spoken about this one earlier. But yeah, that's another easier one you can get. There was all the raid mobs, but I sort of chose to ignore those ones because I just don't think it's worth it to start a raid and kill a Ravager and things like that. There's a couple of easier ones you can get, like you could get the Evoker and you can get the Vex, which spawn together basically. And there's the guy with the axe as well. So again, if you're really struggling, you can get 3 from the raid. Maybe even 4 if you want to kill a Ravager. Breeze, of course, in Trial Chambers. So that's all the ways that you can get. There's a lot more mobs than you think. Like if 15 is one of your options, and you know about this video where like you know all of your options, it's probably worth picking because your opponent is like one of those things that goes to the back of your mind if you don't quite know about it yet. So consider picking it if you get 15 mobs. Hope this helps.